It looks very centered though. Here you can see in the minimap as well. So it's moving forward and voila. There you go. We have two of them done. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a very simple drone show using PySimverse. So what we will do is we'll write some simple code here and we will learn how to attach or how to run multiple drones together and the very basics of it using PySimverse. So let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing is that we have PySimverse opened up here on the left hand side. We can make it bigger or smaller. We can stretch it out based on our requirement. And then we have our IDE running on the right hand side. So here we have just a script drone show basics, and we are going to write the code in here. So the very first thing we need is the PySimverse. So we are going to write from PySimverse imports drone manager. So we have two things. We have a drone and then we have a drone manager. So the drone manager will be responsible for managing all the drones if we have more than one drone. So we are going to use drone manager, and then because this is a class, we will create an object out of this. So we'll write here drone underscore manager equals drone manager, and then we have to give in the drone count. So that's the only requirement. The rest of it is optional, and we will discuss this in more advanced versions of this. But for now, we just need to give in the number of drones. So for example, we can give in 2 drones. So at the very least, we can have multiple drones, right? So then once we do that, and let's go ahead and run it. So if we do run it, nothing will happen, right? Because it's instantiating this class, it's creating an object of this class, but we are not really doing anything with it. So what we need to do is we need to connect to these drones. So once we create the drone manager, we need to create the drones as well. So these are two different things. So because we should have the flexibility of creating drones whenever we want, right? So here, what we will do is we will write here drone manager dot create drones. So this is going to create our drone. So if we run it now, and there you go, we have our drones created, and then they vanish. Why do they vanish? Because the code ends. So this is one of the features of PySimverse, that whenever you stop the Python code, it will stop the simulator as well. So this is easy for coding. So what you can counter this by doing is while. So right now you have to do this because we're just starting off, but when you're writing the actual code, you will not have to write this. So we can just write while true, and then we can write pass. So it will just keep looping until we stop it, right? So there you go. So I believe you can hear a little bit as well. Or let me turn on that. There you go. Probably hearing a little bit of a buzz sound of the drones. You can stop that from here as well. You can mute it. But for now, I will keep it open and I will add a little bit of it so you can hear. Or let's remove it. Might be annoying, right? Let's remove that. Anyways, so moving on. Now you can see you have 2 drones. So if I wanted 5 drones, I will stop this and I will run it again. And there you go. We have 5 drones. So for this instance, we need 4 drones. As you can see, we have 4 loops, and these are the regions where we need our drone to go. So it's like a kind of a drone show where you write the letter L, right? So we need 4 of them. So if we run this now by putting 4, and there you go, we have 4 values. 4 drones. So once we create the drones, now we need the list of these drones so we can give them commands. So for example, we can say drone.move forward, drone.land, drone.takeoff, whatever commands we need to send, we need to get it from our drone manager. So we will say that, let's say this is our drone underscore list equals drone manager dot drone list. So this is now our drone list. So if I wanted to move the drones, or let's put it as drones, yeah, better. So I can write here drones dot is it dot or no, it's drones at, let's say, 2 dot take underscore off, right? So now the third drone will take off. There you go. So as you can see, now the third drone has taken off. And what we can do is we can also tell it to move a bit forward, move left. So if I move this around, you can see this is the drone right here. And if we look from the bottom, top side, you can check out the drone from different angles. So let's move back to our original position. And now what we can do is we can move it around to go to the exact location. So for example, we can put this as 3. So this is the first one that will move. So maybe a little bit higher. And so we can write drones at 3 dot move up, right? Move up, and we want it to move, let's say 50, so 50 centimeters, and then we can test it. So we want it to be the same height so that it can go in here. So now it's a little bit higher, maybe 100 will do. And we want it to move a little bit to the right. So we will write here to move on the right as well. So right maybe 60 centimeters. And we can write here move right. So again, these are direct commands, hard-coded. So for now, we are going to learn the basics, the very basics of how we can do this. And then we will also learn how to simultaneously run all of these together. So right now you can see it's going towards the center. So maybe a little bit more on the right. We can say 80. Let's try that out. So drones are connected. It goes up, goes to the right, and there you go. So a little bit higher, and I think we'll get exactly to the center. Maybe 120. And then we need to move forward, right? So we need to move forward significantly so that we reach our destination. So let's move it forward. And let's move it forward 1000. So it's like 10 meters. So drones are connected. Now it will try to center. You can see it here as well. Here you go. It's around centered, and then now it's moving forward. If you look from the top, you can see the shadow as well. And it's moving forward. There you go. You can see it from here as well. And there you go. It's almost about to reach, and it stopped. So we need a little bit more. 1100. One more meter. So imagine doing all of this using a real drone, right? That will take a while to set up and do everything, but PySimverse makes it easy for you to do simulations. And of course, based on the drone capacity, this is running. So you cannot just go bonkers, right? So the speeds as well, the physics, all of it is based on real drones. And there you go. So as you can see, it turns green. So now you can see, and you can see that it's not always going to the exact same point, because we are not just saying go forward and it will go forward exactly the same way, and move right and it will go exactly the same way. Drones have their own margin of error. So based on that, you can see previously it was in the center, but now it's a little bit shifted. So again, it depends on the drone capacity as well. And because we are using actual physics, inertia, momentum, wind speed, and all of that, you will not always get the same results. So you will have to account for that margin of error each time. So you might need a more precise drone. You might need a bigger region where you can play around with. So maybe a few centimeters of error, a few meters of error, depends on the drone as well. But here you can see we have reached that point. So how easy it is to run this. Now, if I wanted to, I can write a takeoff for, let's say, drone number 2 as well. And then I can tell it to move up, let's say this is 120, so let's say 3 meters, or let's say 220, I don't know, I'm guessing, and move right the same way. And then do we have to move right? No, I think we'll have to move left a little bit. So instead of move right, we can say move left, and let's say 50, and then move forward. Again, you have to move forward both of them. So yeah, that's the idea. But probably you might be thinking that why don't we run simultaneously, right? Yes, we can do that too, but we will learn how to do that later on. Right now, this is the very basics of how you can get started, and this is what it is, right? So that's how you can do it. So there you go, both of the drones are working and they are reaching their positions, and it is a little bit short. It went to the left a little bit, and now it's moving forward. Both of them are moving forward. No, one of them is moving forward because this one will move first and then this one will move second. So we can stop it here. And the issue was the height. So 220 is not enough. 280, let's say, and hopefully that will be enough. So let's run that. So now it's moving up. This is fine. Let's look at this one, and it should be fine, right? So went a little bit left, that went a little bit right. Seems that it should be fine. Now again, right now it's going slow, so we can always increase the speed of that, but for now it is, I believe, an average speed, something in between the highest and lowest. So there you go, we have the green on this, and then we are waiting for this. Hopefully we will have the green on this as well. So it looks very centered though. Here you can see in the minimap as well. So it's moving forward, and voila. There you go, we have 2 of them done. So again, you can keep moving on and keep adding to this, and then you have multiple drones moving in. And once you do all of that, then the time ends, and then the game or the scenario or the simulator ends and congratulates you that, oh, you have done a good drone show. So this is just the very basic level of how you can operate multiple drones together, and you are going to learn a lot more things, a lot more scenarios, so many levels. There will be levels coming each month, and we will have competitions as well, and lots of things going on. It will be a complete community where you will be able to participate and learn more about drones, because drones definitely are the future, whether it's delivery, whether it's automation, traffic surveillance, or even war. A lot of drones are being used. And here we have the Kickstarter page where you can basically get notified on launch. More than 100 people are already interested in this, and if you are too, then do get notified. Click on this, and very soon we are going to launch. Our date is in July, so we will be launching in July. Which exact date we will be sharing later on, but it is very soon. So if you are interested in this, make sure you hit the notify me on launch, because we have a special early bird offer which is lifetime. You don't have to pay monthly, even though we will add monthly. We will add different scenarios, different levels, and we will have competitions, and we will have live sessions. We will do all of this, but you will have to pay only once. if you are backing us on Kickstarter. But if you are doing it after that, then you will have to get one of the subscription models for PySimverse. So anyways, so this is it for today. I hope you have learned something new. I hope you are interested and excited about this project as we are, and I will see you in the next one.